The man accidentally spilled water on a blank piece of paper and immediately noticed something strange. A set of numbers on the paper looked eerily like a disaster date. Curious, Cage jotted the numbers on the blackboard and began searching them online. To his shock, he discovered the numbers corresponded exactly to the 9/11 attacks. Even the reported death toll matched the mysterious digits. Chilled to the bone, he realized these numbers had been written in 1959, long before the events of 2001. This suggested that these mysterious figures had somehow predicted a tragedy 40 years before it happened. Determined to find out if this was a coincidence, Cage wrote down all the numbers from the page onto the blackboard and searched each sequence online. To his astonishment, every set of numbers matched a date of a significant global disaster, with death tolls that perfectly aligned with the digits on the paper. Recognizing the terrifying nature of these numbers, Cage urgently sought out a friend who was an astronomer, explaining that these figures could foretell future calamities. According to their calculations, a major accident killing 81 people was likely to occur the next day. However, his friend dismissed it as pure coincidence, citing a lack of scientific evidence. Unable to rest after returning home, Cage stayed glued to the TV, anxiously waiting for any news of a catastrophe. But by the early morning, there was nothing. The next day, Cage's son called him, mentioning that it was raining outside. So, Cage decided to go pick him up from school. While driving, he suddenly got caught in a traffic jam. As he was calling his son to reassure him, Cage happened to notice the coordinates on his GPS. He quickly pulled out the mysterious paper and realized, to his horror, that the location matched the site of the anticipated disaster. Jumping out of his car, Cage rushed to ask the police officer what was going on up ahead. The officer calmly mentioned there had been a minor accident. But in the next moment, the officer looked back in terror and sprinted away. Cage turned around, just in time to see an out-of-control plane crashing directly toward their location.